Can I show them this? No?
Oh, look, starting.
Looks like it's gonna go. I sure hope it goes. What'd you do with my hat? Where's my hat at? Oh. Okay, it's gonna go. I gotta close the door now.
Okay.
It's gonna go. I'm not gonna close it all the way because it won't close all the way. Got these stuff sticking out, but that's alright. Try to get more air. And this is the bottom vent. Like that's all the way open. That means the air is coming in from the bottom. And then the air coming in from the side. And then underneath, you don't see this, but on this stove here, right above the firebox, is a bunch of steel baffles that go like this, and it moves the smoke up and it goes around these baffles, which are just a bunch of steel plates basically up in there that are a different shape. They're kind of shaped in a certain form. They're kind of sort of flat, but the smoke goes around and through them, and it makes the stove more efficient. And inside that wood stove is a bunch of fire brick on the walls. This is real thick steel too. This is like thicker than average steel. It's a pretty good stove. It lasts a long time.
Yeah.
This is not glass, it's clear tile. So it can take the heat.
Oh wow. Clear what?
Tile.
Oh, tile.
It's
Really?
a transparent tile.
Wow.
And this is copper around the edge of the door. It cost me an extra $30.
Oh wow.
This is L-O-P-I, Lopi. Here's the brand name. It's flat on top. You can cook on it. You can bake on it if you have a Dutch oven. And I'm going to fit it so I can heat water off the back of it. So when I'm burning, I'm heating water for my propane hot water heater. I'll dump the hot water into the propane hot water heater.
So Craigslist, $250.
What?
This?
This?
No, you're not gonna sell.
This is a $1,500 stove.
Wow.
And then I built this heat sink to put it in. And I built this hollow wall here with a shield, and it keeps my cabinets cool. I did a good job because on the other side is you can touch the wood. It stays cool. It's hot on this side. It works great. I've had this stove red hot, where the whole stove turned red. Looked like it was going to melt. And then the stovepipe would start shaking. That's too hot. You got to back it down. I got to blow. My goodness. And right now we got some kindling in there. It's fir kindling. It's just 4 strips we broke up and put in there. And then we cut up a bunch of madrone, which is like some of the hardest wood. It's harder than oak. And it burns like bituminous coal.
Oh wow.
It gets hot.
Madrone?
Madrone. It's some beautiful madrone tree. It's that beautiful broadleaf deciduous tree in Oregon. They lose their leaves in the summertime, believe it or not. Madrone trees lose their leaves in the summertime, and they keep their leaves throughout the winter.
Oh.
Even though they're broadleaf, green, oily type leafy, it's really waxy look kind of leaf. Really a neat tree, man. Yeah, that's gonna go. It looks like if I leave it alone, get some air. All the paper went out on this side, but I caught some of the kindling over here. It takes a little bit of while to catch that hard madrone wood. It's hardwood. The kindling is softwood made out of fir. I didn't know any of this stuff before I came to Oregon. When I was in Kansas, I didn't know all that. Now I can look at a tree and tell you what kind of tree it is, and what kind of wood it is, and what it's used for. If it's good firewood or not, if it's good lumber or not. You learn about that stuff. I used to be a flatlander, now I'm a mountain man.
You were flatman before?
I was a flatlander,
A flatlander.
and now I am a mountain man.
Mm-hmm. Flat to 3D. Flat to
Mountains.
mountain, yeah.
First time I went in the mountains, it scared the shit out of me. First time I went over Siskiyou Pass, I was like, whoa, the fuck was... Ye goodness. You know, had to take some getting used to.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on I got to be really good at driving buses in the mountains. And I became the best bus driver in the mountains there was, ever was. Ever. And then I bought a bus that had sanders on it. And the bus dropped sand in front of the back tires.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could drive up the mountain to the ski area safely.
Mm-hmm.
Not worried about getting stuck.
Yeah.
Not worried about putting your chains on. Because you always had sand.
Mm-hmm.
Cadillac and school buses. A school bus with sanders. A mountain bus for a mountain man that came from the flatlands of Kansas. That is all.